Alright, welcome back to Case Closed Anime Review, episode number 312. We're reviewing episode 1192, which is Mitsuhiko Tsuburaya Detective Notes 4. And we're also discussing 3 brand new chapters of the manga. I probably should review these when they came out, but I just didn't think of review them, sadly. Yeah, first new episode we've had in a month, like a month. Yeah, freaking month after basically forced to repeats. So this episode is basically all about Michiko's detective notes, obviously. So, some of these 3 robbers potentially found in this apartment, and this apartment is owned by some famous writer. This guy gets a fan of him, and it seems like a lot of this stuff is investigated not by Conan does some investigating, but not a lot. This episode, it's mostly with Michiko and Ayami and Hybra. Yeah, these 2 do most of the investigating. Of course, they find out the person behind the murder is not the 2 robbers, but actually the writer, because reasons. But it was a good episode overall. But there's not really a lot to say about this episode. So in fact, it's an original episode. This next one looks interesting because it's a canon episode, and they teased this one like 2 months ago that this was coming, and now we're finally getting it. Hooray! We're now talking about new chapters of manga, chapters 1157, 1159. Yep, and this covers an entire story arc. So with Rand getting a call from Katja that basically they're coming to town. Actually, no, we got like a possibility to break it up. But yeah, they're coming to visit, obviously. Oh, and by the end of this, both those 2 do tell Rand and Conan that they're dating, and like they already know, because Conan told Rand, and Conan basically knew because he was there when Hiji basically confessed. And they have this one girl here who, look at her face, she looks a lot like, her name is, even though she's a completely original character, she looks like Kobayashi. Yes, the one who happens to be Conan's teacher. But it's not her, it's just a similar face. And they're all wearing masks. For reasons? Are they some codes? No, they just feel like putting on a mask for some weird reason. And of course, we have this Matchbox 3104. They, of course, do take the mask off, obviously. And then, of course, basically, the rich girl who's also got a thing for our main character, Hiji. And then we see the girl with the mask takes the mask off, of course, she's movie theater. And I still wonder, why are they wearing a mask for? Are they sick? And then she just eats some popcorn and just dies. Start choking, and then eventually she dies of poisoning. And like, wow. And then you have a chapter that's basically a murder. And the whole next chapter is basically just, yeah, she's dead. Actually, no one's dead trying to poison her. Yeah. So she has an allergic reaction. Oh yeah, Momoji just happens to be here. And of course they investigate this. Who could possibly... Oh, the detectives are obviously just... Oh, and this is by sheer coincidence. This is McGuire's first time he's meeting Momoji or Butler. Which, as long as he's around, yeah, it's not surprising because they're from a different city. So they investigate the whole thing, like someone choke. And basically, it's like part 1 is set up with the murder, and this was basically the investigation. And then by the end of the chapter, they kind of figure out who it is. Heijin Conan. Yep. And it turns to the guy with the chin beard. Yeah, it turns out it's over basically him being part of a band. And somehow she knew about it, so. And the guy is arrested in the spot for attempted murder. These are interesting chapters per se. I would say the two most historical notes is the fact that confirming that Heiji and Kachi in a relationship and McGuire meeting Momoji for the first time. Because he's never met her before. Never. As long as you're on, never met her before. Probably because basically they're visiting town. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, notifications. I do have One Piece video up. I'm probably going to save after I do some of my new anime. Okay, thanks for you. Bye.